So many of you in the US have been so patient for the refreshed Model 3. Everyone in Asia and Europe and Australia has been so spoiled with the refresh, the new headlights, the ventilated seats, the updated interior with the RGB lighting and all that. And every single month that goes by, we keep asking Tesla the same question, which they will not answer: when is the refresh coming to the United States? And of course, Tesla has a bunch of pre-refresh Model 3s still in inventory, so they've been trying to sell out of as many of them as possible with inventory discounts, offering people who use a Tesla referral code 3 months of full self-driving and 6 months of free supercharging, until of course the new year started, where now demand is probably closing in on an all-time low, at least for anybody who's aware of the tax credit situation. The Model 3 rear-wheel drive and long range no longer qualify, so only the performance gets the $7,500 credit, which should now be a point of sale rebate. At least that's what everything on the IRS is saying. So not only does that get $7,500 knocked off the price of the car, but it should be like right when you buy it. You never have to pay that, and it's not something you claim on next year's taxes. But again, you have to get the performance model, which is weird because the performance Model 3 with that point of sale deduction is actually now cheaper than the long range. Why are they putting US made cells in the performance and not the long range? I'm guessing it has something to do with the margins. Tesla gets to still collect that $7,500. They're just getting it from the federal government instead of from a customer. But there's been sightings posted on Reddit recently of the refreshed Model 3 in the United States, and even though it has Giga Shanghai badging on the back with the Chinese lettering, I'm still not sure why they put that on the back, because the actual VIN of the vehicle indicates that this was built at the California Fremont factory. This particular Model 3 that some Tesla employee likely is driving around was built on December 6th. Okay, so almost a month ago, and with more and more sightings of the refreshed Model 3 popping up, everyone's pretty confident that Tesla's building refreshed Model 3s at the Fremont factory, and that they should announce them / unveil them any day now. If I were to predict when, Tesla announced their annual deliveries and production numbers this morning, which they matched guidance, so good job Tesla, delivering over 1.8 million vehicles in 2023, which is absolutely nuts. But the earnings report for the year is being documented on January 23rd. In the past, like when Tesla refreshed the Model S and X with their big interior and exterior updates, that was at the shareholder deck right before the earnings call. So it could be ready sooner potentially, but my personal guess is that in the shareholder deck, when the markets close on January 23rd, that's probably when Tesla's going to refresh the Model 3 on the website for the United States, and that's when orders will start pouring in. So if you're waiting for the Model 3 refresh, that's probably the good time to buy it. If you're not interested in the refresh because you still want your gear stocks and you still like the old-fashioned Model 3 design, I personally would advise you not to buy new. Unless you're interested in buying the performance Model 3, that one still gets the $7,500 federal rebate. But if you're like most people and you don't need all of that performance, it's an insane value, honestly. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds is kind of ridiculous. But if you're like most people and going with the rear-wheel drive or the long range, you're not getting the point of sale rebate, at least as far as we're aware at this time. Tesla said it does not qualify, and there's a good chance that those vehicles are going to be dated fairly quickly because there's lots of evidence to suggest that the Fremont factory has now started switching over, and they're likely in the final stages of calibration and fine-tuning to make sure the Model 3s are being built correctly. Let's hope that Fremont stays on top of that, because it's notoriously known for having some of the worst build quality of any Tesla factory. So fingers crossed. But the good news is every single Model Y you might be interested in buying still qualifies for the $7,500 federal rebate, and no matter which Tesla you order, whether it's the refresh or the pre-refresh or the Model Y, just make sure you use a Tesla referral code in order to get free FSD for 90 days, which is worth like $600. So what do you guys think of the leaks and the rumors? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And thank you to everybody supporting this channel directly. It seriously helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos. So thanks again, and have an excellent rest of your day.